Hi guys, my name is Ali and you're watching my channel, The Training Temple. Welcome to part 5 of my series, The Elements of Literature. In this video, we're going to be discussing about Symploce. What exactly is Symploce? Let me give you a basic definition. Symploce is a rhetoric device in which words or phrases are repeated in the beginning or the ending of sentences. Did you get it? Okay, now let me give you an example. I walked into the park and thought about future. I walked to the rooftop and thought about future. In these sentences, the two clauses are being repeated. Okay? I walked to and I thought about the future. These are being repeated. Symploce has two components, anaphora and epiphora. Let me tell you first about anaphora. Anaphora is the repetition of words or clauses at the beginning of successive sentences, such as when they talk about violence, speak against it. When they talk about hatred, speak against it. When they talk about horrors, speak against it. When they talk about evils, speak against it. The anaphora here is when they talk about. It is being repeated. How about another one? When I was a child, I thought like a child. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. When I was a child, I lived like a child. Here the anaphora is when I was a child. Okay, now let's move on to epiphora. Epiphora is the repetition of words or clauses at the ending of sentences. Okay, let's take the same example. When I was a child, I thought like a child. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. When I was a child, I lived like a child. The epiphora here is like a child because it is being repeated throughout the sentences. Okay, how about the next example? When they speak of hatred, speak against it. When they speak of evil, speak against it. When they speak of violence, speak against it. When they speak of horrors, speak against it. Here the epiphora is speak against it. Now, let me give you a sentence and see if you can differentiate between anaphora and epiphora. Let me think. When I was young, I was a lot braver. When I was old, I was a lot braver. Okay, now think. Which is the anaphora and which is the epiphora? You got it. The anaphora is when I was, and the epiphora is I was braver. When I was young, I was a lot braver. When I was old, I was a lot braver. See, when I was is the anaphora because it is repeated at the front of the sentence, and I was a lot braver is the epiphora because it is repeated at the end of the sentence. Okay, so Symploce is used mostly in novels, short stories, literature and poetry. It is used to lay emphasis on the words that are being repeated. Okay, so that's all I could teach you about Symploce, and I hope you've understood. That's all I had for today. Bye guys.